everyone. Today I want to talk a little bit about color trends and whether you should be chasing color trends or whether you should be looking at what's actually selling and going with that. And I bet based on that, you know what I think. But let's start over at Pantone. I'm not even going to go to the site. It's white. Their color of the year for 2026 is white. Okay, white is actually a good color to use as an accent. I would not do the entire place in white, and you can fight with me in the comments about that. I know that some people love it. No, okay, but a lot of people avoid the color white because it's easy to get it dirty, depending on what the thing is. For cake decorating, when I was doing cakes, white cakes are very beautiful, but people usually want color on them. But I'm going to share my screen. We're going to look at a few different places to see what their colors are, and then I'm going to show you what's actually selling. And we're going to make a decision about what you should be looking at as far as color trends go based on that. And I'm going to show you how to see what's actually selling on Etsy. So I'm actually going to start with Etsy because I'm not even going to bother with Pantone because we talked about that. Etsy's color of the year is patina blue. Now, I really like this color. I think this is a very pretty color. If you scroll up here, you see some more examples. It's not just one color. It's a patina. So when metals corrode, they develop a patina. It's usually green. I'm not sure about the blue. It's kind of a textural color as far as different shades of it go, and you can have different shades in the same item. And blue is, if I remember correctly, kind of the universal favorite color. Like most people say their favorite color is blue. So this is the kind of thing that you could use in products and not worry about them being popular, not worrying about them selling, because they will match people's aesthetic. People do like blue. And this is a pretty kind of take on the shade of blue. All right, next we're going to look at the Pinterest palette. Now, Pinterest is interesting because Pinterest, these are their colors of the year, and these colors don't necessarily go together. And I'm not sure, whenever Pinterest does their colors of the year, you need to kind of take note of it because they are going to be pushing those colors for different things. These are not necessarily colors that you should go and design a whole bunch of products for. But if you're going to incorporate them into some of your pins and use the names that they're giving them, then that could help your pins be seen more as they're promoting these colors throughout the year. But Pinterest has a really good track record of saying these colors are popular and then actually having them be popular because they're looking at actual data. Any of the sites that have a lot of customer activity are going to be able to use that data to see what people are actually engaging with. So pay attention to the Pinterest colors and maybe, don't go and design a whole bunch of products around them, but use them in pins, use them in like social posts and that kind of thing, and try them out, see if it works. Next, we're going to look at Spoonflower, and Spoonflower is a print-on-demand fabric and wallpaper site, and they also do some print-on-demand products like table runners and pillows and that kind of thing. So they have a pretty good handle on what people are buying as far as fabrics and home goods go. And their shades are very, I would say, very neutral, and I would think that they would be pretty popular universally, not just this year. But these are shades like the first one is terracotta red. But see, it comes in these different shades of it. There's a lighter version, there's a darker version. And then we have calming blue again with the blue. And this is it's kind of a similar shade of the patina blue, like over here, but it's a little bit grayer. And this is a neutral that would work in a lot of homes for home decor and throw pillows and that kind of thing. Earthy beige. Beige is always a good color for home decor. And again, the Spoonflower is kind of a fabric website and wallpaper. So they're going to have things that are less bright, like the Pinterest palette, and more neutral so that they're going to go with more home decor kind of palettes. Biophilic green sounds very scientific, but it's basically a sagey green that is very nature-based. And this, again, is a neutral that would go with a lot of home decor palettes. And I think that it's a good color to look at and pay attention to. Warm yellow. Now, yellow, this is not like a bright, like this is probably the brightest one that they have here. This is not a bright lemon yellow. This is a warm yellow. Yellow is a very tricky color because a lot of people really like it, and it can also get a little overwhelming. So you have to be careful with yellow, but these are nice kind of warm yellows that are neutrals and would look good in most homes, I would think, in some capacity. So that's their palette. Warm yellow, basically yellow, green, beige, blue, and red. These are all very evergreen colors. And I think so far, if you're looking at especially home decor, if you're looking at things that you can design with these colors and have them last, like it's not going to be trendy this year and never again. These are all good colors for something that's going to be evergreen. You can also look at the paint companies because they have colors of the year. I chose this bear one because I really like the way that they show it in different situations. This one's called Hidden Gem because it's very green and it's kind of a jade color. It looks very gray. I love this color. Okay. You would have to have a room that gets a lot of light to use this during the day. I could not use this in my home because it would be like sitting in a cave, but they describe this as a smoky jade with an air of mystery and sophistication. Okay. So this is green. It's a very, very grayed out green. I really like this one. I don't know how realistic it is to say that you could use it in a lot of products, but for home decor things, I think it would work well. And the other thing I like about the paint sites is that they have a lot of interactive things. So you can see different versions of this. So for example, this is in the morning. And if you go in here and click afternoon, you'll see it in the afternoon light. And morning light and afternoon light are very different colors. So you need to be aware of that. And this is the evening. So, like I'm saying, you need to be aware of that if you're painting your house, especially if you're painting. So like Sherwin-Williams, Behr Paint, I don't even know other companies, but Valspar, you could go through and find all the paint companies and see what their palettes are. Paint companies have good palettes that are based on furniture trends, and they kind of set the tone. So in a few years, you might see this kind of thing trickling down. But so far, the paint company and Spoonflower have the palettes that I think look more evergreen. And the Etsy blue is nice too, but I don't see a lot of like blue. Like there aren't very many like bright colors in these. And if you're thinking of things that you can do evergreen, like just now and then not have to change them in the future, the neutrals are the best way to go. But you also want to see what's actually selling. So let's go back to Etsy. I'm actually going to go back to the Etsy homepage here, and I'm going to search for throw pillows. We'll do that. And I'm going to show you how to see what's actually selling as a bestseller on Etsy, not just what they want to show you, because they will put the popular now buttons and all that kind of stuff. We're going to show the filters over here, and we're going to go down to Etsy's best. So open this up and pick star seller. Okay. And now we're going to look up here at the top. It says, is star seller true? This is showing the filter in the URL because now you've put a filter on it and it's going to show that in the URL. We're going to change star to best. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just highlight that. Change star to best. And now that is going to activate the bestseller filter, which you can see here. And they don't have that filter as something to choose. You have to do it through the URL. So yeah, thanks Etsy. We still know how to do this. Anyway, so now you can see what's actually selling as a bestseller on Etsy. Now, I will say the caveat to this is that I'm not sure if the bestseller filter is based on this bestseller badge, which may or may not be accurate, or if it's based on Etsy sales volume. And I think that it's probably based on the bestseller badge. So sometimes the bestseller badge isn't right, and something was a bestseller and now it isn't. But this is the best way to get an idea of what's actually selling on Etsy. And you can see what is kind of trending, what colors are trending, what fabrics are trending, what designs are trending. So if we're looking at throw pillows, just scroll down here. Now you're not going to go in here and copy people's designs because number one, this is mostly fabric. These look like they're sewn fabric. They're not designed, right? But I'm seeing basic standard pillows. I'm seeing some texture, not very much though. Well, there's some velvet, there's some corduroy, there's some satin, but I'm seeing a lot of very neutral colors. There are some yellow ones here. Like these selections are pretty bright, but it's also corduroy. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but like, look, these are all very neutral. Um, this makes sense to me because, oh, what the heck? And then you've got like the ugly pillows and the custom stuff. But see, the custom pillows are not like super represented in the best sellers. And I was looking at this before. Most of these are very kind of just sewn. They're not customized. Like this is customized with the zip code. That one was customized with pictures. This is customized with names. This is a library card, so it's kind of a novelty pillow. This is kind of a novelty pillow because it's a flower pillow. But most of these are just throw pillows, and they're probably the covers. They might not even be the pillows. But if you take a look at what's actually selling in your category based on this filter, like change the star seller filter to best in the URL, and you'll be able to see which palette is closest. Is Spoonflower the closest? I would say yes, and maybe the paint one. But you can go in here and take a look and see what colors are actually trending because they're selling. And when people talk about color trends, they're not always talking about what's selling, they're talking about what they want people to buy. And so trends are like trends are out, trends are pushed out. And I've told you all about trends when I worked at the department store. Trends are guessing. So you don't want to guess. You want to look at what's actually selling and say, okay, everything that I'm selling is bright orange. I don't know if that fits in with the best sellers. And then you can make decisions on your own based on that. If you want to stick with the bright orange, that's totally up to you. But if you want to see what's actually trending, go and see what's actually selling. Don't look at trends and say, oh, that bright yellow that Pinterest is saying is going to be trendy. I'm going to do everything in that this year. Don't do that. Don't do that. Go and see what's actually selling. And I will say that I'm recording this at the end of the like kind of midwinter. So the darker colors might be trending more. And you might want to do this several times during the year just to take a look and see what kind of things are actually selling. But go in and look to see if the colors that you're doing, if you're doing color trends, look to see if the colors that you're thinking of doing are actually colors that are selling. And take notes because things are going to change during the year. And if you track it over the span of a year, you're going to get a good idea of the evergreen colors that are popular each season. And then that'll help your planning when you're doing colors, and you won't have to rely on trends. So don't rely on the trends 100%. Look to see, I really like looking at the furniture companies, the paint companies, and just real life companies that actually sell products because they know what's selling, they know what people actually buy, and they're not predicting a color, just pulling it out of the air, saying, oh, this is going to be trendy. And it may or may not come true. But look to see what's actually selling and then make your decisions based on that. Leave me any questions, and I will talk to you later.